Hey guys, looking for new hack and slash games to play in 2025? Then you've come to the right place. We've already started the list with Stellar Blade, developed by the South Korean studio Shift Up. This action-adventure title has gained a solid player base, selling over 1 million copies in its first 2 months on Sony's console. Now, the confirmation of its arrival on PC in 2025 has generated great anticipation. The PC version of Stellar Blade will not be just a simple port. Shift Up plans to take advantage of computer hardware to offer technical improvements. Rumors mention that the game can reach over 350 FPS in optimized configurations, in addition to supporting technologies like NVIDIA DLSS, which enhance graphics and performance. In addition, the PC version should include all the content released so far for PS5, such as regular updates, photo mode improvements, and the collaboration with Nier Automata, which arrived on the console on November 20th, 2024.
So close to the goal, headed to life that I will hold. Now it's time to gather what's lost. Show me how stars fall down and to shine bright. Wherever you go, let all be your side, so that we can see through the night. I'll keep through all.
Captain Blood is a third-person action game that puts the player in the role of a ruthless pirate in search of gold and glory. The game is set in the Caribbean Sea in the 17th century and features a variety of activities. The game features a classic combat system with combos and epic finishers, allowing players to fight hordes of enemies in close combat. Players can command ships and participate in naval battles, firing cannons and defending their ships from enemy boarding parties. The game stands out for its visual style that resembles a comic book, with colorful and stylized graphics. The game is described as a hack and slash with a combat system based on combos and special moves, and players can use a variety of weapons, including swords, pistols, muskets, throwing knives, and hand grenades.
In a historically accurate cannon-firing, pistol-shooting, bare-knuckle beat-down pirate game. That was lost at sea for years. Captain Blood. Oh, and a villain who drinks green stuff to gain ass-kicking power. Oh.
Phantom Hellcat is an action-adventure game with a frenetic hack-and-slash pace, full of combos to speed up battles. The game is set in a unique theatrical setting, with vibrant but treacherous fantasy worlds. Developed by Ironbird Creations and published by All In Games, Phantom Hellcat promises an interesting experience with a mix of 3D and 2D perspectives, a skill tree, and a system of enchantable masks that grant new abilities. The player takes control of Jolene, a young woman who breaks a seal that kept alternate dimensions closed within a theater. The story unfolds within this theater, with Jolene fighting enemies and bosses to unravel the secrets of the place and restore balance between the dimensions. Combat in Phantom Hellcat is fast and brutal, with flashy combos and a variety of attacks to master. The player can use the environment as a weapon, exploring the nuances of the scenario to overcome challenges. The first Berserker, Khazan, is an extreme action RPG that promises an intense and immersive experience. In this game, you take on the role of Khazan, a great general of the Pellos Empire, who, after conquering death, embarks on a journey to discover the events that led to his downfall and seek revenge against his adversaries. The game is described as a Souls-like hack and slash, which means it will likely have a high difficulty level and a combat system that requires skill and strategy. The graphics are a mix of cartoon style with 3D environments, creating a unique aesthetic that can attract many players. Combat and weapons are central elements of the game, and a new gameplay trailer has been released highlighting these features. With its imminent release, the first Berserker Khazan will surely capture the attention of players seeking an extreme action RPG experience. AI Limit is an action RPG developed by Kuro Game, the same studio behind the popular Punishing Gray Raven. The game stands out for its open-world cyberpunk setting, dynamic combat, and focus on immersive storytelling. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic future where players will explore the last city inhabited by humans, facing a variety of monsters and challenges. You will control the heroine Arisa, who must use her skills to save a world full of threats and mysteries. Inspired by games like Dark Souls and Code Vein, AI Limit promises challenging bosses and formidable enemies, requiring players to master patterns and strategies to win. Arisa's regeneration adds a unique layer to the death and rebirth mechanics.
Rivals that of gods as they unleash the inferno of war.
Into the abyss, the Seekers shall uncover the veiled truth and awaken the dormant greatness within. When lofty will clashes with unwavering faith, the prayers of thousands shall illuminate the ultimate path. Life changes and transists. Only evolution remains constant.
Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny is an action-adventure game that is receiving a remastered version with a confirmed release date of May 23, 2025. Developed and published by Capcom, this title is originally from 2002, released for the PlayStation 2, and will now be available for modern platforms. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny is the second game in the Onimusha series, which mixes elements of action, adventure, and survival horror, set in feudal Japan with strong supernatural influences. The original game was released in March 2002 in Japan, and arrived in the West a few months later. The remaster promises to bring high-resolution graphics and modernized controls, allowing players to perform critical attacks and intense sword battles more smoothly. The game retains the gameplay systems of the original, but with improvements aimed at providing a more enjoyable and accessible experience for new players.
My name is Oyu. I'm from Odani.
I dream of becoming a feudal lord. Wouldn't it be great to live in a time of peace?
You see? I will never be defeated.
My name is Gogandantis, the greatest swordsman of all demons. Anga!
Just a little human!
So, the cockroach is still alive!
I'll show you what nasty means.
It is the Yagyu clan's mission to stop the demons when they rise up to the surface.
If this is my destiny, I'll accept it. I'll be this Oni warrior, and I will destroy the demons! You will pay for this, Nobunaga!
Ninja Gaiden 4 is a highly anticipated action-adventure game that marks the return of the iconic Ninja Gaiden series, developed in partnership between Team Ninja and Platinum Games, and published by Xbox Game Studios. Officially announced during the Xbox Developer Direct on January 23, 2025, the game is the first main entry in the franchise in over 13 years, being a direct sequel to Ninja Gaiden 3, 2012. It is scheduled to be released in late 2025, between September and December, corresponding to autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam, Microsoft Store, and with availability on Xbox Game Pass from day one. Ninja Gaiden 4 maintains the essence of high-speed hack-and-slash and intense combat that made the series famous, combining Team Ninja's refined combat philosophy with the dynamic and elegant action of Platinum Games, known for titles like Bayonetta and Nier Automata.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here. So you've come, Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Hotel Barcelona is a 2.5D action game with elements of horror and parody of slasher films, developed by White Owls, led by Hidetaka Sueri65 Suehiro, from an original idea by Goichi Suda51 Suda, known for works like No More Heroes. Hotel Barcelona is described as a hardcore action game with slasher mechanics and roguelike elements. Combat is intense and blood-focused. The more Justine kills and covers herself in enemy blood, the stronger her powers become. There is a skull meter on the screen that, when maxed out, allows you to activate Carnival Awakening, a devastating special attack. However, the blood dries over time, requiring the player to maintain an aggressive pace. One of the most innovative mechanics is the Slasher Phantom system. Whenever Justine dies, a ghostly version of her previous attempts appears in the next playthrough, replicating past actions. Phantom Blade Zero is an action RPG in development by S-Game, which promises a frenetic experience with combat inspired by titles like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Sifu, and Bloodborne. The game combines steampunk elements with Chinese martial arts in a semi-open world with interconnected maps of large proportions. Combat in Phantom Blade Zero stands out for its speed and precision. The game features a dodge and counterattack system that requires skill and timing to master. The Serpent Swords are a type of weapon that offers extremely fast combat and precise strikes, capturing the essence of classic martial arts films. The main story of the game has an estimated duration of 20 to 30 hours. The game also offers a boss rush mode for those who want to challenge their knowledge and skills against the bosses of the main campaign. Tides of Annihilation is an action-adventure RPG set in a distorted version of London, England, devastated by a supernatural invasion. The game is developed by Eclipse Glow Games, a Chinese studio funded by Tencent, and features a team of experienced developers who have worked on franchises like Yakuza, Persona, For Honor, and Assassin's Creed. The game is set in the near future, where a mysterious fog invades London, distorting reality and transforming its inhabitants into monstrous creatures. You control Gwendolyn, the last survivor of the city, who needs to face these supernatural entities and unravel the mysteries behind the invasion. The story of the game is centered on an engaging narrative, focusing on Gwendolyn's journey to save her family, her city, and reality itself. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king.
Can't escape from your doomed fate.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.